Peace, family. So this will just be a preliminary Nauli ab rolling video just to get us started on what we need to think about, what we need to practice. So I'll just briefly tell the story that I went to India back in 2019 and did my yoga teacher certification there. And yeah, I'd seen like some pictures and like video of Nauli, but I didn't really know anything about it or how to do it. And then in my yoga teacher training, the teacher, who was actually bigger guy, had a belly, he would, bend over and start rolling his abs. And I was like, well, this guy can do it, so I can do it. I can figure it out. And yeah, like the daily practice of pranayama in this course, we had to do the bandhas, which is the yogic locks that we incorporate into our practice, and the stomach lock or stomach vacuum in particular, which looks like this. This is like the most key and important thing that we need to master in order to do the Nauli stomach rolling. Once we can get this vacuum fully, it's going to be a lot easier to move the stomach back and forth, because now it's like this space is here for us to move it. So that's the first thing, is to really get yourself doing a really good vacuum. So you want to take a couple deep breaths in. And then we're going to bend over slightly. You're going to start standing. Bend over slightly, placing the hands just above the knees to give yourself leverage, pushing down the arms. And then you're going to suck in the navel towards the spine. And actually you want it to kind of suck in and upwards is the motion. So that's the first step. You want to really make sure you get that vacuum down nice. The second step, so just, returning back to my story and how I was able to start doing it, it really just clicked one day, in just the sense that I was doing a pranayama practice every day. And I remember the day specifically where I was at the beach, at the Ganga, the river in Rishikesh, and I was just doing the normal routine where I would do the bandhas in between my breathing on the holds. And I just did it one day. I was really empty that day in particular. I guess maybe I was fasting or something, and so that made it easier to suck my belly in more. And I remember just sucking it into the full maximum, and then all of a sudden I just went like this, and it rolled. It just happened. So just to show. So when I first did it, it was a bit choppy. I had to stand to do it when I first started. I couldn't do it sitting because I really needed that leverage. So you can see it's like my shoulders are raising, right? Like I'm kind of applying my back muscles, and I'm using my abdomen muscles, my core muscles to pull up. So the whole body is engaged in a sense when you're first starting in particular. So what I would say is really just practice getting those bandhas. And then when you really have a nice stomach vacuum going, that's those moments where you're going to start rolling into it. And I want to do it again right now and just really start to tune into my body and see like what is happening actually to allow myself to do this. So let's tune in for a sec and feel free to watch as well and see if you notice anything with the muscles in the body adjusting. So I notice it's a very slight hip movement just to get it going. And with like true traditional Nauli, you're not moving the hips. You don't need to. It's just a isolation of the belly. But yeah, just seeing how like kind of moving the body with it helps you to get into it. What you could also focus on first before going to rolling is just getting that middle column. So that would look like this. And again, it's kind of, these are things that are kind of beyond words describing, I find. And it really is just like a practice of having to come into your body and just really focus. Like you have to just really bring your mind to focus and isolate these certain parts of the body. So yeah, just see if anything else comes up for me right now. This is just preliminary video to get us started. There is also, of course, up and down ab rolling, and this is something that I'm working on myself, and it's taken me quite a while to really get it. But I'm gonna intently just put more focus into that. I haven't been trying, so we'll just put some work into that. But that would be rolling up and down, and I've got it a few times, but it's just the complete opposite motion. And I find that because I've been doing the Nauli so long that my body just automatically wants to do that rather than roll up and down. So yeah, feel free to share in the chat if you have anything to add to this video, anything about the up down rolling that you'd like to add if that's something you're into. And yeah, so really it's just like empty out yourself, perfect the vacuum, and then using the leverage of the hips and the shoulders and the back, just start to feel into it and move it, experiment with it. And it's going to be a daily practice. The more you do it, the more consistent, the more easy it's going to be. So I hope that helps you guys with getting started with Denali. Thanks for watching. Peace.